in participating in my class assignment. My speech is titled The Spalding Method, Multi-Sensory Instruction of Language Arts, and it's being recorded and will be posted on YouTube as part of an assignment for my college public speaking class. So, because it's being put on YouTube, I have to make a disclaimer that I am not a representative for Spalding International, and that this speech has not been endorsed by Spalding International, and the facts are based on my independent research for my public communication class only. All right, welcome to the introduction to Spalding. My name is Sonnen, and it is a privilege to speak with you about this comprehensive method for teaching children to read. I've seen children in regular and special education experience great success, exceeding far above the minimum standards for their grade level. When I learned about the Spalding method, I knew I had found an effective method for successfully teaching children to read, spell, and write. Spalding gives children the tools and the desire to be lifelong learners. The Spalding method has a 50-year track record of teaching children to read, speak, and spell. Mrs. Spalding developed her method for all learners, those who learn easily as well as those who have difficulty learning. The purpose of my talk is to provide an overview of the Writing Road to Reading program. My goals are for you to understand the philosophy of the Spalding method. Romuald Spalding wanted to develop children who would be enthusiastic about school and continue to pursue learning throughout their lives. I'm sure that's what you want for your child. The Reading Road to Writing reading program is a total language arts approach because it directly teaches speaking, spelling, writing, and listening and reading comprehension. There are 4 essential elements in the program. I'll only be describing the philosophy element due to the time constraints. The philosophy is based on principles of learning and instruction applied throughout the Spalding method. The philosophy has these 3 points: child-centered, high expectations, and self-improvement. All right, child-centered means the physical and mental well-being of children are our primary concern. One example of this is assuring that children sit and write comfortably so they can concentrate fully on learning. Providing the children opportunity to succeed and to be respected and appreciated ensures that their emotional needs are being met. Children need and desire strong guidance, leadership, and reasoned discipline from those who teach them. Next, let's look at the high expectations. Those who teach should believe that all children can learn. If you have high expectations, children are more likely to set high standards for their own work. I strive to challenge children of all ability levels to produce work that fully develops their instincts, their intellect, by setting realistic yet challenging goals. Children delight in producing quality work, and they develop a desire to learn. Their desire to create works of quality increases as they enjoy the best imaginative expository texts available. Now that I've explained the belief system we call the philosophy, let's consider efficient teaching strategies or methodology. Explicit teaching is direct. Teachers explain the purpose for each task and demonstrate the lesson content. Mrs. Spalding stated, activities should always be relevant to advancing children's learning. Explaining the purpose for each task and planning relevant proactive activities is essential for successful lessons. A teacher requires active participation by asking basic and higher level comprehension questions and coaching as students articulate, reflect, and explore. Spalding's goal is that education of children should be focused on developing the ability to reason, to think for themselves, and to cultivate a strong desire to learn. During daily interactions with children, a teacher carefully observes the children's progress and differentiates instruction to meet the children's needs and to maximize their learning. Using explicit interaction and diagnostic instruction increases and enhances children's motivation to learn and retain each task. The Spalding curriculum is sequential and multisensory. Sequential instruction means lessons proceed from the simple to the complex. Multisensory means children see, hear, say, and write using all channels to the brain. The stronger channel reinforcing the weaker. Using all 4 sensory channels reduces the amount of practice required to master the skills and helps overcome the common tendency to reverse or confuse letters. The connection between listening, speaking, spelling, writing, and reading is constantly taught and reinforced as children learn to say and write phonograms. Children listen to and then say high-frequency words in the spelling lesson. Next, they learn the meaning and the correct usage of the same words in the writing lesson. In this way, they develop the strong vocabulary needed for reading comprehension. Motivation and retention are enhanced when each of these guiding principles is followed. All right, in closing, let's review the Spalding method and philosophy. It is child-centered teaching, setting high expectations for our students, encouraging teachers to keep growing, and it has a good understanding of explicit, interactive, multi-sensor methodology showing. And one of the things that's really neat about this is that a study that was done at Arizona State University found, and I quote, "In terms of student performance results, the Spalding students had consistently higher mean values on all DIBBLE areas, which indicated that Spalding had been more effective than all other methods used in the control schools in teaching those reading skills, in spite of the fact that they had a higher percentage of entry-level English learner students." The Spalding method is a wonderful means of educating our students in language arts. Thank you very much.